Hello, everybody. How you doing? I've had quite a shitty day. But my singing voice actually doesn't sound half bad. So everybody can get fucked. At least the people who made my day shitty can. Oh, I gotta do something here real quick before I completely forget. Because I know I will. Okay. Now, how do I do that? Oh, hello. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, then. Alright. Let me set these going here. Get these going, rather. Alright. And with that, we can get going. Oh god, I'm turning down my volume now because I know it's gonna blast my ears off my face if it doesn't, if I don't do it. There we go. It's gonna be a little loud for you guys for a second, but... Dude, the opening is just so good, though. Yo, what's up, Sai? How you doing, dude? You ready to solve a mystery? We are gonna do the class trial tonight, and then that's probably about it, in all honesty. Because I have a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Good morning. I'm doing good, you? I've had a pretty shit day. I'll live. Like, literally, I wasn't looking forward to going to work, and then work turned out about the way I thought it was. So, yeah. It was a whole thing. Oh, I don't know how well you can maybe see the Band-Aid there, but I literally took a small chunk out of my finger today at work.
Dangan, Ronpa.
So that was also like the icing on the cake. And I've literally been thinking about this game all day because I can't figure out if... Here's the thing. I've decided that I'm going to try to call who the murderer is. Can we do the second stage of this yet or not? I don't think we probably can. I'm just curious. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Dangan, Ronpa.
Okay. Something I'm trying to do is I'm trying to call the murderer before I begin each trial. We got it right with Rapey Chef last time. So I'm hoping this time, we continue with our streak of getting things right. Well, let's go ahead and set skills, because we got new skills. I might as well pick that up. I can open the handbook and just start buying some more. Gonna give it a water. Ha! Take that, despair meter. Okay. So we could do a couple different things. First off, let's go ahead and look at this. No, that's not what I wanted. Increases the influence gauge. Okay, you know what? Screw it. It's not a bad one to have. Increase the focus gauge, increase time limit. I really don't need that. Yeah, I'll actually take that one. Oh, I already have it? Oh, that's charisma. Okay. Reduces your aiming speed. I'll just notice the new Twitch profile pic. Nice. Oh, there's more coming. We should have new emotes very soon too. So I don't think you're subbed, are you? You'll have, well, you should still be able to look at those at least when they come in, even if you're not subbed. But we'll have new emotes, and they're gonna be great. I'm actually super hyped. We're in the middle of like a whole rebranding thing right now. So I'm really excited. Drug state gauge decreases at a slower rate. Melodious voice. Increases damage to an opponent when a statement is destroyed. This wouldn't be bad to have. I really wish there was a way to like pseudo sub through bits or something, or watch time. Yeah, I know if you have like Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month that you can use that you can use on whoever you want, and it literally counts as like a full sub, which is kind of cool. But I don't know how many. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there that have Amazon Prime. I don't think we've dealt with that. We'll go ahead and trade this in. It couldn't hurt. Okay. Let's open the e-handbook. Let's take a quick look at the truth bullets and see what we can find out. There's gotta be something in here, and in our experience, is going to tell us what the hell is going on. We know who the victim is. Time of death, 3 p.m. Scene of the crime where the body discovered is the beach house at Chandler Beach. Cause of death is a single killing blow to the head with a blunt instrument, which is why we immediately suspected Peko. But she seems to be pretty clear of all this. Like, we can put her there. But aside from that, we really don't have anything tying her to this. Ground, no other conspicuous injuries, and no foreign substances such as drugs. The bloodstain on the floor had streaks leading to the roadside door, as if Mahiru crawled to it. But she died instantly according to the autopsy report, so she would have been moved there purposely. Footprints on the beach. Footprints were found near the crime scene. The trail leads from the beach house and loops around towards the road. The footprints were Hyoko's. So we can definitely put her there. Metal bat was found at the crime scene. It's believed to be the murder weapon. We've pretty much confirmed that it is the murder weapon. It was also used in Twilight Syndrome murder case, which... Now this is interesting. There were a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can of the beach house. They were probably drinks from the fridge. I don't really know what significance that holds. There were a bunch of like colorful fruity drinks in the fridge, which also leads more into, what was her name? Hyoko? Yeah, Hyoko. A mask of the anime character Sun Witch Espirito was found at the crime scene. It can possibly relate to a serial killer, but we're not sure. A yellow gummy was found in the closet, which also works to bring Hyoko in as the killer. Or that at least she was there. The shower room. The beach has a shower room, however the shower is out of order and can't be used. The only window in the shower room. It can be opened, but due to its high location, it can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone. Broken fish tank. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, a tipped-over fish tank was found in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. I can't imagine what the connection is here. The killer's escape route. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, there was a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally, you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. But they also said that it might not have been the exit in that, didn't they? I think there was a dialogue where they said that was potentially not the exit. It might have been something else. Girl E, who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, had her swimsuit stolen by someone. Is it possible that that's Hyoko? The ending prize was found in Mahiru's room. It consists of an envelope containing 4 paragraphs. There was also a letter included in the envelope that says, "Try playing Twilight." Yo, what's up, Misfit? How you doing? I'm trying to figure out who did this murder before we get started. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. One of the ending prizes, a picture of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hyoko at what appears to be the entrance hall. Doing pretty good playing House Flipper. Nice. Broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E this in Twilight Princess Twilight Syndrome murder case. Kinda wanna see if ad bits have a cap for how many you can have in one day. Drew could probably tell you. I don't know if he still does, but he used to farm the shit out of bits. One of the ending prizes is after she was killed in the music room. The pose is extremely similar to that of how our current victims is. How am I doing? I'm doing okay now that I'm here, but I've had such a shit day at work. Because I still need to save up to get a red badge in someone's chat. How much is a red badge? There's sort of a cap. It's based on how many ads are available in your area that day, but the message saying you've gotten the limit for the day is a pure lie. Got it. Oh, okay, this, okay. Something here is not lining up for me and I can't figure it out. 10k bits? Holy shit, so 10k bits. 100 bits is $1. Oh, fuck. That's $100 in bits. Okay, got it. I'll live, Misfit. Pretty sure I could just rewatch the same ad infinitely then, since I've had the same ad like 8 times. Yeah, that's about how it goes. There are a lot of these inside Hyoko's room. Each bag comes with 4 flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Wait a second. Are they gummy bears, first off? Not entirely sure that they are. Yellow gummy. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Well, it's clearly not going to be grape, melon, grape, orange, or strawberry, but melon seems possible. Having a bad day at work just fucks up the whole day, at least for me. Yeah, no. There's somebody who I work with on occasion, and they just have a shit attitude, and I'm just absolutely fucking tired of dealing with it. Melon is usually depicted by green gummies, or green in Japanese culture, as far as I'm aware. Trying to think. Fuck. I've worked with people like that. I also have to wonder if using the Twitch app to actually watch the stream and using Twitch on Chrome for bit farming will mess stuff up. It's an interesting question. One that I don't have the answer to, but... The letter found in Mahiru's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try to not see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. It's such a toss-up right now.
Oh my god, I can't hold
all of these bits. Yo, thank you so much for the bits, Sai. Ooh, I got $1. No, thank you so much, dude. I was just imitating Drew's thing. Okay, so I have to make a call. I'm gonna say it's the Yakuza dude. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's, what's his name? Ryu something? Kuzryu. Fuyuhiko, there we go. I think it's gonna be Fuyuhiko. First chat to have a purple badge in, at least. Yeah. Yes. Alright, let's go.
Oh my god, I can't hold
All of these bits. I haven't taken my favorite bits away yet. Good. Good. I know how much you love them.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Who do you guys think it is? Sai and Manic, Misfit? I don't know. Misfit, I don't think you're here enough to really have, enough of an informed opinion to give me an answer. Sai, you might be. I don't know how much you lurk.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
For some reason, I feel like Nagito has something to do with this.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Unfortunately not, otherwise I would take a guess. I'm usually good at figuring out murder mysteries.
I'll will punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
I'm usually pretty good at this one too, but man, this one is such a toss-up.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
It's actually
The
really
outcome of
important.
This trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
Right.
Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, B, C, D, E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. But using the staff roll, after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki.
Yup.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Is it?
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Yeah, well, guess who else is in the game, dumbass?
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Are you, like, literally fucking brain dead? That is exactly you. That is you to a fucking T.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Hyper, energetic, and unique. Well, that had to be Mahiru.
Damn it!
Oh, sorry. It's Monokuma. Oh, yeah, it's
I
Ibuki.
see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Wow. Clever. Clever. For anyone who doesn't get it, she just got away with using the word cunt without saying cunt. But I'll say cunt all fucking day. Because see, if you switch U to the letter U and then abbreviate everything, there you go.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Acronyms, yeah. Mahiru, right? Yeah. Acronyms are fun, yes.
Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
I see!
Fuyuhiko's guy.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Call me out, Nagito. You're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with.
I can prove it with this.
He had a little sister.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. Okay.
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
She was the first victim. The only character in the game who I could see Fuyuhiko's little sister being is the high school girl who died at the
The
beginning.
dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Let's fucking go! Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
Oh shit, thank you, Feep. I heard the announcement, but nothing triggered on my event list. Feep is hosting me. Thank you, Feep. I don't know if you're in here, but thank you.
So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Hello, Feep. This is welcome. He's playing Destiny 2. Oh, gotcha. Dude, have fun.
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie.
Don't go making shit up, bastard!
Here's the other reason that kind of leads me to it. He was the first one we saw with the fucking envelope.
If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Whoa.
I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know
Sato?
what Sato you're talking about, but
Who the fuck is Sato? Do we have a Sato?
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Heck, is that wild?
Naka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
He also has a strange rivalry going
No
on.
one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know? I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys
Interesting.
are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then
Yeah.
let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Because Girl E was the killer?
I see.
Yes.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Yes.
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But
But...
is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
Right.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Fair enough.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking.
Okay.
Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Okay.
But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that.
Right,
Plus,
but it was...
Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
That's too simple.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Right, but the key was already in the office. She wouldn't have time for that.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
True.
Is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
God, something is making me lean towards you being the killer. It's not impossible. Okay, how do we do this? This is gonna be interesting. Man, this is such a bizarre case.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
The window, right?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shatter.
No worries, dude.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
I think it might
To go back
be
to the
an
music
entrance
room
hall
from
photo.
outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
It's only 3. Fuck.
Crap! After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music room? To go back to the you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those
Oh,
4
that's what it is.
and wait in front of the
Okay,
music?
got
Probably
it.
used a hidden Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the to go back to the you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls.
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window.
There
No,
it
that's
is.
wrong.
It was the vase.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
The window is actually a vase. Yeah,
If
I don't know.
It wasn't
It-
the window.
I knew
Then
that too.
what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass
Bamboozled
that
again.
the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So,
Okay.
when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
Anyway, I gotta go for now. Yo, no worries, Sai. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. I will catch you later.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
No, not now.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
The fish tank.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the
I'll
end!
come by and harass you next time.
What the
Sounds
heck?
good, dude.
You're so annoying.
Always love to have you here.
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and the non-stop debates. Some lines are white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at... You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I've heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently, he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck, and have fun.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be
Shit.
a weapon.
Then the piano.
What?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
The investigation conducts universal.
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
No.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Shit.
Damn it!
Man.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
Fuck me.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universe.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them
Oops.
to death, it should have had blood stains.
Fuck me.
Damn it!
What am I
Weapon inside the
missing?
music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Damn
Oh,
it!
fuck me.
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death... Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had...
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the... What about
What about the
broken glass?
Isn't the
swim, the
cause of death... Then she
swimsuit?
attacked her with...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had blood...
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Oh, fuck me.
This is my hour.
Yes, I... Fuck
We will
me.
never give up.
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts you.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Nope, that wasn't it either.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation can.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had...
Okay. What am I missing?
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
God damn it,
A
I
weapon
can't figure
inside
this
the
out.
music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood.
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Fuck me.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
What am I missing?
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
Fuck me.
Damn it!
A weapon
What?
inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stain.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Why?
Damn it!
Yo, does anybody have any
weapon inside the
suggestion? I am
music room,
clearly
huh?
lost.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
I'm literally gonna look this up. I do not understand what is going on here. I wish I knew enough of the story to help. Yeah. I tried that, didn't I? Oh, fuck my life. Hold on.
That's too big to be a weapon.
I swear I tried
Then the
this.
piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I swear I tried that.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness.
I got it right.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
Like the
If the
stolen
weapon is
swimsuit.
something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Solid Phoenix Wright reference.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved! Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that
Holy
mean?
shit. Yo, what's up? Shock Studio TV with the host. Thank you, my dude. How are you doing tonight?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
I'm sorry, I still don't have it up. I'm sorry, Pete. I still haven't gotten around to it. I know it's been like literally months.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day.
Yo, what's up, you guys?
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Enjoy your game, weeb nerd. Thanks, we're solving a murder. The fuck are you doing, dude?
I see.
It'd be Guy F.
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murder.
Go sleepy, a little drunky. I see.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
A drunky monkey. Yo, what's up, Bubbles? How you doing?
Clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game.
No dinner,
do you
6
remember
beers.
this incident?
Yeah, you're feeling it, ain't ya?
That is, I'm terribly
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer.
Brass monkey. Good, good. Dude, I don't know who the fucking killer is, and it's annoying me. I think they're really trying to pin it on Fuyuhiko, but the more they try to put it on Fuyuhiko, the more I think it's Hiyoko.
No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
It's that guy. No, the game in Mahiru's death. Important shared point. Yeah, it's
I can prove it with this.
The metal
I'm
bat.
not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the
No,
killer
the
has
one behind
definitely
him.
played.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way to avenge the first victim.
And I'm honestly, at this point, I'm not so unsure that it's you.
Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles.
See, and how aggressive she's being about it kind of makes me think it's her now.
It's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
Yes.
What did he...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Right.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
I have a confession. It was me. Bubbles, no.
What's this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Ooh. Ooh, that was vile. I let the dogs out. I'm sorry.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
Jesus.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oh, shit. That's an argument point. Not an agree point.
Damn it!
I fucked up.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oops.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Oh, that's a lie.
I was squishing Mr. Ants all day. What are you saying, you four-eyed accusing me of... You're so...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko... She was at the beach house. But I didn't go to the beach house. I was squishing Mr. Ants all day.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the...
But I didn't go to the beach house. I was squishing Mr. Ants all day. What are you saying? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko... She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Oh,
No,
yes,
that's
you
wrong.
did, because we saw you running away from it.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
Yeah, but ugliness doesn't mean shit, so fuck you.
Based on ugliness?
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Unless you're throwing a wrench and shit.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was in?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Yeah.
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
Do you?
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
God, you are gorgeous and adorable, but you are dense.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh?
It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that. I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
That's
No,
bullshit.
wrong.
Slap that down immediately.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the plan and time? The place and time? Come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
This is why I dislike new anime. Too overly exaggerated emotions and features. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting thought. No.
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by
But
exchanging
she wouldn't need
letters
to do
with
that.
her.
They've been attached at the hip for forever.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
Yeah.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
God, I hate her. What if they all did it? It's kind of turning into something that could be like that.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
I mean, it's her, so really it's a toss-up.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Murder on the Orient Express. The only place I can think of, yeah. Spot selection.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
But here's where a weird contradiction comes into play, right? I don't think those are her gummies.
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
That's a lie.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
But how would you know about that? You didn't step foot in there, did you?
There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
Yeah, but how's that different from any other day, honestly?
It's on your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
True that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't feel like we're being directed by someone. Yeah, exactly.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
Trash can might be
And
relevant
weren't you
here.
also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I shall render my verdict. Hiyoko is the
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
And weren't you also... So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I shall render my verdict. Hiyoko is the
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
That's
And weren't you also hyped, so that's when you dropped the gun?
There we go.
No, that's wrong. About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored.
Yes.
That gummy is yellow? Then it's not mine. The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap.
Shit. I'm wondering if it is Peiko.
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this?
Somebody who hates you, which is literally pretty much everybody on the island.
To get my revenge, I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Ooh. Get her. Get her.
We're not done with Hyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
There we go.
We're
I
not
already
done
see
with
it.
Hyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, and we can thank
What is that? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road.
Fuck me.
We have the evidence.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, and we can thank
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
She died instantly.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry. Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Yeah.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hyoko. She's the killer after all.
Is she though?
Seriously, that's not true.
Okay, so I think we've kind of eliminated Hyoko from this, which puts me back on the path of it being... What the fuck is his name again? I can never remember it. Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko and Peiko seem...
Let's assume
Interesting.
Hyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
Seems pretty unlikely.
If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
And there's no water at
I told you I wasn't the killer.
the shower.
Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is
Jesus.
definitely the killer!
Alright, come get some then.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Advance.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
No, she didn't.
Allow me to cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing the murder. That would be impossible because she can't get dressed by herself.
I see. Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before. Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. And it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me. If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've
Nothing.
been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve.
Yeah, I figured it probably
All
wasn't
right,
her.
I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
Shut
The
up.
hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Oh, fuck off.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is
You're about to
fine
get
now,
called like a pig shit
right?
again.
Shut the hell up, pig barf! I
Yep.
hope you get a hangnail and die!
Jesus.
I'm sorry for being pig barf!
Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was strange. He was so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else
Hey,
in mind?
Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Yeah. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
Yes.
I told her it was fine. I mean, I I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You
Wow,
always
thanks.
have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
And it begins to unfold. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. Time is still the same at 2 p.m. Seems there's someone who...
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
I can prove it with this.
Let's go.
This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had? Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
Is it okay if we change the place?
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yep.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house.
Yep.
It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Here we go.
Yoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
The killer must have forged both letters.
Yep.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters, confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Yep.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
No. Should probably close that.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer.
Yup. Dum, dum,
Help
dum.
me.
And another
Give
one
me
bites
back
the dust.
Mahiru.
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Fuck off. Stop making this about you.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Oh no.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware
Chloroform.
of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer
That's
probably
enough.
planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
Yep.
And for that reason, They summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer.
Wow, I haven't managed to get like half of this in terms of what's going on, but I'm pretty sure
Horrible!
it's
I didn't do
Kuz for
anything
you at this
wrong,
point.
And I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
Okay.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
Yep.
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Well, our best lead
There
right
should be
now
a
is
new clue
Kuzryu.
contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork.
Oh, shut up, Manami.
Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey. Whoa, whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Bitter truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if Eliza has this cruel ending, the only thing we can do now is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we survive. Oh, this is the, like, half point. Why am I dropping so many frames tonight?
Well now.
Present the answer right here, right now. Just kidding. Gonna spoil who the killer is? I'm gonna reveal the answer before everyone's ready. They'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. Spoil it right now. Say it right now.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're going on about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Okay, the half point.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Wonderful is a bit of a stretch.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I feel like it
Oh?
wasn't.
No.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
Okay, interesting.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
The shower room.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Okay,
Then,
fair enough.
Does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Isn't that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, final destination of the Synapse course. Move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the right bumper. Press left bumper to brake and right bumper to jump. Okay. Okay. Logic Dive. Alright. This is interesting. Next question, potentially, or not. Oh. Oh, seriously? It's after? Okay. Yep. Nope, it was probably the beach house. Oh, nope. I'm good. The killer arrived at the beach house before Hiyoko arrived. That makes sense. They left after Hiyoko did. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? In the beach house.
It's all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Hey, do you want to calm down with your attitude before I just say fuck it, you're the killer to Just to watch the world burn.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
What are we talking about?
Crap!
Sit down before you're sat down, right?
Here! The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
The surfboards.
Here!
This is getting interesting.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
Yep.
The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yup.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid
Jesus.
silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left,
Yeah.
they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
Valid point, Akane. That's why you're waifu.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right.
Also,
If
hi,
you
I'm
don't
back for
wanna
now.
friggin' get
All right,
punched,
dude,
just
glad to have you,
stand
Si.
still and let me punch ya. Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
And it was made before. It was made when Kazuichi found the body. So Hiyoko, Kazuichi. Who else?
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that. It's basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
Probably be in and out for a while. No worries, dude.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Okay.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
No.
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
That means somebody's fucking lying about having not seen the body.
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
I think that means it's either Peiko or... No. Akane's cleared. She has an alibi.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Yeah.
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Okay. Alright.
What did the killer do with the blood
The
on
diamond
the body?
button? The cursor.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They had to have washed it off, right?
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes
Really
their
should have
shit
been around
every
from the
morning,
beginning
I
here.
can
Dude,
declare
no worries.
it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on...
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Pasta! Fight me, you baby back bitch!
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily
In
have
the sense
to
of
use
I
the
feel like
shower.
it could help, and oh my lord, that emote is adorable. Dude, I know the Pikachu is so great.
They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
The ocean, dumbass. The drinks in the refrigerator.
See.
1v1 me IRL.
Drinks
Oh
inside the
wait,
refrigerator.
you don't have a real
Could the
life.
killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it. In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
That's a fucking lie. I already know which
It's
one
true
it is.
there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Alright. Get fucked, Peiko.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to cut through your bullshit, you basic fuck.
No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
No, it's
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Yep.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
I can't believe I didn't catch that.
It seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Still based on the ultimates of stuff, yes.
Hold on. You know who the killer
No
is?
shit. Wow, Occam's razor. I think it's Occam's razor, right? Your first instinct is usually right, something like that. Holy fuck, it was Peiko.
Let me ask, who might that be? thick.
Here's what the different categories are. Peiko is the ultimate swordswoman. He was the ultimate cook. She's the ultimate princess, the ultimate team leader, ultimate gamer, ultimate affluent prodigy, the ultimate nurse, the ultimate lucky student, ultimate musician, ultimate yakuza, ultimate gymnast, ultimate breeder. We're just gonna go with the ultimate piece of shit. We don't know. Ultimate photographer, ultimate mechanic. Get fucked, Peiko.
You're the only one! Peko, is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, what are you doing here? We're not entirely sure what's going on with Byakuya yet. Shai's let me know that it does get addressed in the game at some point, but we're not sure when. You breathing pretty heavy? Just a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
Junkie Byak. Right? What up, Ray?
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
Why are you getting defensive over her?
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
What?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
No one saw me.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
So these two
The
work
roadside
together.
door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Or are you just saying that because it's you?
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The window in the shower room.
I see. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
What ultimate was Mikan?
Of course not.
I think
That would
she's the
violate
ultimate
school
nurse.
trip rule.
Littering. Ooh.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Her sword.
Don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Jesus.
No! Please don't be violent!
Oh, is this another dive thing? Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Nope. Fuck me. Oh, got it. Well, fuck me. God damn it. Please, can I have another W? Thank you. Fuck.
I'm gonna light some shit on fire.
Yo.
And then I'm gonna light that motherfucking fire on fire.
Faster with the sub, yo. Let's go. Can I please get a D? Jesus. Fuck me. Thank you. God, I hate hamming. Holy shit, Pasta, thank you for the sub, my dude. Welcome to the Bamboo
Echo,
Crew.
you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Sure did.
Despite
Damn,
the fact
such
that
a
you had
shame.
a swimsuit on.
I
you
was
were still
probably gonna
wearing your
talk her
bamboo
up
sword.
next round.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Heko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow, just like a Japanese ninja.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
We still haven't figured out the mask. Panic talk action. Fever time and negative time. That's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the B button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called negative that your opponent... Okay.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword?
Valid question, honestly.
It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
Get wrecked, you seem overly
Got
passionate
proof, you
about
bastard?
actually everything,
I'll sell your
kind of,
fucking
yeah.
organs. You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
This is the end! If she used her bamboo sword as a stepstone, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a stepstone, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiro?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
No.
Please, hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This
No.
is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiro?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect
What
justice.
the literal fuck is going on?
This is... Could she be...
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
This is super fucking weird.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
This is super weird.
Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Kazuichi.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come
How many
to
times can we say
deliver
justice in one line of dialogue?
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Hey.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
Interesting.
To protect justice, of course.
Seriously, what the
In order
fuck?
to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
Yeah.
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
This is super weird. There we go. Very good. Okay. Nice. Okay, where are we missing one? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Here's
Bingo.
everything that happened in this case.
Let's fucking go.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
Okay.
That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
So it's kind of opposite
That's
of
how
the
the crime
second
scene we
trial
discovered was created.
in the first game then.
However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off and she woke up.
Yup.
I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword.
Shit.
And so the killer left the beach house.
This
and
one had
appeared
me
before us
pretty
as if
fucking
nothing
stumped.
had happened. But their wet hair
I'm
and
so
swimsuit didn't
mad I
dry
had
right
it
away.
right the first
There also
time.
weren't any towels at the beach house.
And then I got so stuck on fucking Kuzryu and Hyoko.
So when the killer met up with us, they said they had... So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it? She's like totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
You are fucking delusional.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on in order to keep justice. To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Yeah, that's not about to happen.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Bitch, you are out of your fucking mind.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Sounds
Who will
good.
be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
fuck. At least it wasn't Gamer Girl.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Controller, why?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
huh?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Pecco, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
Where? I've heard this voice before.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. Nationality.
I see!
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I assumed they were both from the same country. Not the case. So...
Pecco, you're not sparkling justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're sparkling justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clear!
Oh,
We're
shit.
asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
Is she the traitor?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Pecco and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it. see.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
Shit.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
So I wasn't terribly far off.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Overwhelming proof of that too. The first note.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out.
Give me 1 sec, guys. I will be right back.
didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize. It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize.
Yep.
It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey, why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
Yes, but Peko is a hired hit.
But we already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey, what's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Yeah.
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
But only on a technicality.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place?
I mean, she seems like a pretty big one right now.
Peko is a legitimate human being!
Oh my god.
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
The second phase, 12 points.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
We literally take a commercial break, don't we? Oh, no. Okay. So there were some twists and turns. The one who killed Mahiru is... Hold on a sec.
Sorry.
Hey!
Why?
Hey, hey!
Why? It's obvious you're not a tool, you're a human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
Okay,
Hey,
Nico and I grew up together.
No.
The Kuzryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but a tool.
Interesting. She's a hit. Yeah, she's a hired hit. She's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. That is an interesting case.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
Interesting.
That is...
Because if you're a tool, it was all the time we spent together.
Nothing.
Wow. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with all of you. Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now.
You fiend.
No.
He actually doesn't like relying on his power. That's true. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I'm nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiro wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos? I assume because she's fucking dead. Are we really debating that right now?
Don't fuck with me!
She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You...
So...
Pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we were all... For anyone who played that game, we didn't even know the incident had occurred. That's why even if we were told we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. When Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Actually, I have the plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it, that'd be totally fine. Be troubling involving the others. You sound pretty serious.
But... Are you serious?
It sounds serious. Like, I can cancel my beach plans. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
But Hiyoko was the only one to...
But...
It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, for Yukiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap,
Hey.
right? By calling them both to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here,
Damn it!
I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so,
My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
Still, I believed her up till the very last minute that the game was a work of fiction. Even so, that bitch.
Hey,
If that game is actually real. Are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate.
Why?
Shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
What do you know about the game?
What are you saying?
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan. After she said that to me, that all went out the window. Got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. At that moment, Young Master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Young Master, I am finished.
What?
You're saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions.
Of course!
Be quiet.
I love when she gets her puffy face. Just,
Yes, indeed!
I also considered the possibility of being found out. Just wanted to get you guys to make the wrong choice. I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes. You've made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Don't act like our loss has been decided yet. No, it should be decided already, isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Peiko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
So for Peiko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then? On his behalf, you killed Mahiru. Now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great!
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope, I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably play dumb anyway.
Now then.
Hey Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peiko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peiko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that,
Jeez.
right? Peiko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko,
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peiko, we're all gonna die.
Young Master.
You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. So it's Byaku and Terra are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. Still saying, of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are right now.
Young Master!
Please, just tell them the truth. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose, Peiko, but...
Hey.
You insist you're the killer, just as she said. You can sacrifice us and survive alone. Would you rather reject Peiko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young Master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peiko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Oh, he does care.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
Tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Sorry, Peiko, because I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's what I have to do to survive, I'll just feel ashamed of myself. And me and I can't live without depending on something. And I just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young master!
Uh-oh. Too bad.
Here, I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why you?
No way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peiko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
jeez.
It's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peiko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try and influence the outcome of a trial like that. Too bad. You're definitely the killer. Peiko, the tool with the heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peiko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request, even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive, but I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
You have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Even so,
I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
Peiko.
I am terribly sorry.
No. Peiko. Peiko. No. I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. Maybe a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
Please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Wow, fuck. I'll do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it
I
already?
will never feel despair.
So long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool.
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now, let's begin. No, fuck, this is gonna be a whole thing. Jesus, I hope you guys are ready.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Let me make one final selfish request.
I want you to remember.
The tool, Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. And that's it. I don't need any tools. You did say that.
Jeez.
Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, Kills! Kills!
Why didn't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Oh no.
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Oh no.
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master? Young master?
Oh no. I'm actually really sad. Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck?
That is impossible!
What the fuck?
Such a waste.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Flash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
You. Such despair. Isn't that right?
God, I hate you, Nagito. I really don't understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. So long are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still
serious?
alive. Fuyuhiko!
He's still breathing!
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't believe it!
A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong.
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey!
It's written in the school trip rules. If the Blackened is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be punished.
Hey!
You should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
I guess I have no choice.
Fine. So,
Fine, I'll save him.
like...
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
No, Jesus.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
After he said that the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our site. Interesting.
Damn it.
Can't be helped. It's not like there's any other way.
Perhaps.
It's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. Come back and talk a lot of shit if nothing happened. And all we could do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know.
However,
He really didn't. Peko has already been punished, or at least we will not be.
Fall, my
There are no
tears.
second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting if a shitster like him ain't around. Didn't realize it, but I was wishing for it too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. And when that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation: despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
Yeah.
4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore whether it's better if we let them leave this island or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Shit. Black Dragon Blade. Yes, save. Alright. And that is going to be it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're still watching and you think that this has been entertaining, please go ahead and hit that follow button. You always know when we're going live, and we do try to have fun in this. Sorry I wasn't very talkative in this. I was racking my brain trying to figure out who the fuck the killer was. We will be on at some point tomorrow, and I might possibly be drunk then too, so watch for that. Until next time, though, guys, I will catch you all later. Have a good night. Panda loves you.